So today we have a case of oral carcinoma which is involving the mandible and the buccal region. So what we have planned is we have planned dissection of the mandible, and as the bone is involved we are planning hemimandibulectomy. So it's a case of combined mandibular dissection along with modified radical neck dissection of the same side and reconstruction of the defect with a pectoralis, means myocutaneous flap, that is PMMC flap. So if you see here, so after resection and neck dissection we have to reconstruct the defect, and for reconstruction you should know about the anatomy and the surface landmarks of the PMMC flap. So if you see the pectoralis major, this myocutaneous major flap has its origin from the medial aspect of the anterior part of the clavicle. So if this is the marking for the clavicle, this pectoralis major flap arises from the medial part of the anterior aspect of the clavicle. Another origin is from the sternum. Another origin is from the sternum, ribs, and the means all the true ribs and the external oblique aponeurosis. Now, after you have come to know about the origins, let us discuss the part of this flap. So it has three parts, right? One is your clavicular part, another is your costochondral part, another is your costochondral part, and the third part is the lateral most part, which is the you can say the external part. Many times we say it external part because it is the lateral most part, just above the pectoralis minor, right? So depending upon these three parts, we can know the blood supply of this flap. So the blood supply comes from the thoracoacromial artery, which is a branch of axillary artery. Now there are three parts, there are three main blood supply or the arteries which supply it. So the clavicular part is supplied by the superior division of the thoracoacromial artery. Now after it, the thoracoacromial artery divides, that is the pectoral branch of thoracoacromial artery, which is considered the main blood supply of this flap. It divides into two parts to supply the costoclavicular part and the lateral part. So this costoclavicular part is supplied by the inferior branch of the thoracoacromial artery, and the lateral most part is supplied by the lateral thoracic artery. So there are three main blood supply along with the veins. One is your superior thoracoacromial artery, then the pectoral branch of thoracoacromial artery divides into two. One is which supply the costochondral part, that is the inferior branch of the thoracoacromial artery, and the third is the lateral thoracic artery, right? So now coming to the surface landmark, we will mark the clavicle, we will mark the xiphisternum here, the sternal angle, and what we need to do is we have to draw a straight line which is joining the xiphisternum with the acromion, another line which is marking the clavicle, and then from the midpoint of the clavicle you draw a perpendicular to this line which is just arising from the midpoint perpendicular to this line which joins the acromion from the xiphisternum. Now at this point somewhere you will find the course of your pectoral branch of thoracoacromial artery. So during the dissection also, while you raise this pectoralis major flap, myocutaneous flap, you have to keep view of this artery, not to injure this artery, right? Because this is the main blood supply. Another thing is, if you are wanting to save the DP flap, you have to mark a marking for the DP flap and the perforators from before, so that if during the operation you need to raise a DP flap, you can save it and you can use both the flaps together. So I think this is the very basic that we should know before starting to raise a flap like PMMC, which is the you can say the main flap which is nowadays used in the head neck surgery and reconstruction. Thank you.